The next phrase is all along. All along means from the beginning or for the whole time. I knew all along that he was lying. This means I always knew that he was not telling the truth. She had the key all along. This means she had the key the entire time. They were planning the surprise party all along. This means they had been preparing the party from the start. The next phrase is all in all. All in all means considering everything or as a whole. All in all, the trip was a success. This means when looking at everything, the trip went well. There were some problems, but all in all, it was a good event. This means despite some issues, the event was generally good. All in all, I think we made the right choice. This means after considering everything, the decision was correct. The next phrase is all of a sudden. All of a sudden means very quickly and unexpectedly. All of a sudden, the lights went out. This means the lights turned off suddenly without warning. She was walking when, all of a sudden, it started raining. This means the rain began unexpectedly while she was walking. He was fine, but all of a sudden, he felt sick. This means he suddenly started feeling unwell. The next phrase is bound to do something. Bound to do something means certain or very likely to happen. She is bound to win the competition. This means it is very likely that she will win. If you study hard, you are bound to pass the exam. This means if you work hard, you will almost certainly succeed. He drives too fast, so he is bound to get a ticket. This means if he continues driving like that, he will probably get fined. The next phrase is in the long run. In the long run means over a long period of time, not immediately. Exercising regularly is good for you in the long run. This means over time, exercise will benefit your health. It may be expensive now, but in the long run, it will save money. This means that although it costs a lot now, it will be cheaper in the future. Learning a new skill takes time, but in the long run, it's worth it. This means that the effort will be beneficial in the future. The next phrase is your native language. Your native language means the first language you learned as a child. His native language is Spanish. This means Spanish is the language he learned from birth. She speaks English well, but her native language is Chinese. This means she learned Chinese first before learning English. I want to improve my native language skills. This means I want to get better at the language I grew up speaking. The next phrase is your native tongue. Your native tongue means the first language you learned naturally. He spoke in his native tongue during the meeting. This means he used the language he grew up speaking. My native tongue is French, but I also speak German. This means French is my first language, but I can also speak German. She feels most comfortable speaking in her native tongue. This means she finds it easiest to speak in her first language. The next phrase is at any minute. At any minute means very soon or at any moment. The bus should arrive at any minute. This means the bus is expected to come very soon. She's waiting for a phone call, and it could happen at any minute. This means she expects the call to come very soon. The storm will start at any minute. This means the storm is about to begin very soon. The next phrase is any minute now. Any minute now means something is expected to happen very soon. The train should be here any minute now. This means the train will arrive very soon. They have been waiting for the doctor, and he should come any minute now. This means the doctor is expected to arrive very soon. Any minute now, the lights will turn back on. This means the lights will come back very soon. The next phrase is be in your 80s, 20s. Be in your 80s, 20s means being between 80 and 89 years old or between 20 and 29 years old. She is in her 20s and just started her career. This means she is between 20 and 29 years old. My grandfather is in his 80s but still very active. This means my grandfather is between 80 and 89 years old and stays energetic. Many people in their 20s like to travel. This means a lot of people between 20 and 29 enjoy traveling. The next phrase is every once in a while. Every once in a while means sometimes but not often. I go to the beach once in a while. This means I don't go to the beach often, but I do sometimes. Every once in a while, she likes to read a novel. This means she enjoys reading novels occasionally. We eat at that restaurant once in a while. This means we go there sometimes, but not regularly. The next phrase is the West. The West refers to Western countries such as the US and Europe, or the direction opposite to the East. Many people in the West celebrate Christmas. This means Christmas is an important holiday in Western countries. The sun sets in the West. This means the sun goes down in the direction called West. She traveled to the West for her studies. This means she went to a Western country to study. The next phrase is a balanced diet. A balanced diet means eating a variety of foods to stay healthy. Eating a balanced diet is important for good health. This means you need to eat different types of food to stay healthy. He follows a balanced diet with vegetables, protein, and whole grains. This means he eats different kinds of food to stay healthy. Children need a balanced diet to grow strong. This means they must eat healthy foods to develop properly. The next phrase is a balanced meal. A balanced meal means a meal that includes different types of healthy foods. She prepared a balanced meal with rice, chicken, and vegetables. This means her meal included different healthy foods. A balanced meal should have protein, carbs, and vitamins. This means a healthy meal needs different nutrients. Eating a balanced meal gives you energy for the day. This means having a good combination of food helps you stay active. The next phrase is a broken heart. A broken heart means deep sadness, usually because of lost love. She had a broken heart after the breakup. This means she was very sad after the relationship ended. A broken heart takes time to heal. This means emotional pain does not go away quickly. He wrote songs about his broken heart. This means he created music to express his sadness. The next phrase is a certain. A certain means a specific but not named person, thing, or amount. A certain book changed my life. This means one specific book had a big impact on me. She has a certain charm that makes people like her. This means she has a special attractive quality. There is a certain way to solve this problem. This means there is a specific method to fix it. The next phrase is a deep sleep. A deep sleep means a state of very restful and uninterrupted sleep. He was in a deep sleep and didn't hear the alarm. This means he was sleeping so soundly that he didn't wake up. A deep sleep helps the body recover. This means good, uninterrupted sleep is important for health. After a long day, she fell into a deep sleep. This means she was very tired and slept soundly. The next phrase is a dose of something. A dose of something means a measured amount of medicine or a figurative amount of something needed. The doctor gave him a dose of painkillers. This means the doctor gave him a specific amount of medicine for pain. Everyone needs a dose of kindness. This means people should experience some kindness in their lives. A dose of laughter can make you feel better. This means laughing can improve your mood. The next phrase is a great deal. A great deal means a large amount. She learned a great deal from her travels. This means she gained a lot of knowledge from traveling. The company invested a great deal of money in new technology. This means the company spent a large amount of money on technology. He cares a great deal about his family. This means he loves and values his family very much. The next phrase is a handful of. A handful of means a small number or amount. Only a handful of people came to the meeting. This means only a small number of people attended. She took a handful of nuts as a snack. This means she grabbed a small amount of nuts to eat. A handful of students passed the difficult exam. This means very few students were able to pass. The next phrase is a little. A little means a small amount of something. She put a little sugar in her coffee. This means she added a small amount of sugar. I feel a little tired today. This means I am slightly tired, but not too much. Could you speak a little slower? This means I want you to speak slightly more slowly. The next phrase is a mass of something. A mass of something means a large amount of something, often in a messy or unorganized form. A mass of people gathered in the square. This means a large crowd of people came together in the square. There was a mass of tangled wires behind the desk. This means many wires were in a messy pile behind the desk. Dark clouds formed a mass in the sky. This means a large group of clouds gathered in the sky. The next phrase is a number of something. A number of something means several or a certain amount of things or people. A number of students were absent today. This means some students did not come to class. We received a number of complaints about the service. This means we got several complaints from customers. A number of mistakes were found in the report. This means there were several errors in the report. The next phrase is a pile of something. A pile of something means a collection of things stacked on top of each other. There was a pile of books on the table. This means many books were stacked on the table. She left a pile of dirty clothes on the floor. This means she put many clothes in one place on the floor. I have a pile of work to do. This means I have a lot of work waiting for me. The next phrase is piles of something. Piles of something means a large amount of something, often in a messy form. There were piles of papers on his desk. This means his desk was covered with a large amount of papers. Piles of snow covered the streets. This means a lot of snow was on the roads. She had piles of laundry to wash. This means she had a large amount of clothes to clean. The next phrase is a sharp rise. A sharp rise means a sudden and large increase. There was a sharp rise in food prices. This means food prices went up very quickly. The company saw a sharp rise in sales. This means sales increased suddenly and significantly. A sharp rise in temperature made the day very hot. This means the temperature went up very fast. The next phrase is a sharp increase. A sharp increase means a fast and significant growth in something. There was a sharp increase in fuel costs. This means fuel prices went up very quickly. The sharp increase in population caused housing problems. This means the number of people grew too fast, making housing difficult. A sharp increase in online shopping changed the retail industry. This means online shopping grew quickly and affected physical stores. The next phrase is a sharp drop. A sharp drop means a sudden and large decrease. There was a sharp drop in stock prices. This means stock prices fell very quickly. The sharp drop in temperature made it feel like winter. This means the weather became much colder suddenly. A sharp drop in tourism affected local businesses. This means fewer tourists came, which hurt the economy. The next phrase is a short walk. A short walk means a brief distance that can be walked in a few minutes. The cafe is just a short walk from here. This means the cafe is very close and you can reach it quickly on foot. It's a short walk to the beach from our hotel. This means the beach is nearby and you can get there in a few minutes. She takes a short walk every morning for exercise. This means she walks a little every morning to stay healthy. The next phrase is a 10-minute walk. A 10-minute walk means the distance that takes 10 minutes to walk. The supermarket is a 10-minute walk from my house. This means it takes 10 minutes to walk to the supermarket. It's a 10-minute walk to the train station. This means you need 10 minutes to reach the station on foot. The school is a 10-minute walk away. This means the school is close enough to reach in 10 minutes. The next phrase is a stream of something. A stream of something means a continuous flow of things, people, or events. A stream of cars passed by the street. This means cars kept moving continuously on the road. She received a stream of messages after posting the news. This means many messages kept coming one after another. A stream of water flowed down the mountain. This means water kept moving steadily down the hill. The next phrase is a week from now. A week from now means 7 days after today. The meeting is scheduled for a week from now. This means the meeting will happen in 7 days. A week from now, we will be on vacation. This means after 7 days, we will go on vacation. The project deadline is a week from now. This means the project must be finished in 7 days. The next phrase is a working knowledge of something. A working knowledge of something means the ability to use something at a basic or practical level. Like she has a working knowledge of French. This means she can understand and use French for simple conversations. A working knowledge of computers is necessary for this job. This means you need basic computer skills for this job. He has a working knowledge of accounting. This means he understands accounting well enough to use it in real situations. The next word is abandon. Abandon means to leave something or someone behind, often permanently. They had to abandon the building due to a fire. This means they left the building because of the fire and did not return. The captain ordered the crew to abandon the ship. This means the crew had to leave the ship, usually in an emergency. She abandoned her dream of becoming an artist. This means she gave up on her goal of being an artist. The next word is abandoned. Abandoned means left behind or no longer used. The abandoned house looked old and empty. This means the house was left empty and not taken care of. An abandoned puppy was found on the street. This means someone left the puppy alone with no care. The project was abandoned due to a lack of funds. This means the project was stopped because there was no money to continue. The next word is abolish. Abolish means to officially end or stop something, especially a law or system. The government decided to abolish the old tax system. This means the government removed the old tax rules completely. Slavery was abolished in many countries in the 19th century. This means laws were made to end slavery. The school abolished the rule about wearing uniforms. This means students no longer had to wear uniforms. The next word is absence. Absence means the state of being away or not present. His absence from work was noticed by his manager. This means his boss saw that he was not at work. There was an absence of fresh air in the room. This means the room did not have enough fresh air. The absence of evidence made the case difficult to solve. This means it was hard to solve the case because there was no proof. The next word is absolute. Absolute means complete or total, without any doubt or restriction. She has absolute trust in her best friend. This means she completely believes in her friend. The king had absolute power over his people. This means the king had full control with no limits. Winning the championship was an absolute success for the team. This means the victory was total and perfect for the team. The next word is absorb. Absorb means to take in a substance, idea, or information. The sponge absorbs water quickly. This means the sponge takes in water fast. She absorbed all the details from the lecture. This means she understood and remembered the information from the lecture. Dark colors absorb more heat than light colors. This means dark-colored objects take in more heat from the sun. The next word is abstract. Abstract means not physical or concrete, but related to ideas or concepts. His painting is very abstract and hard to understand. This means his artwork is not clear or realistic. The concept of love is abstract but powerful. This means love is an idea, not something you can touch, but it is important. She wrote an abstract summary of the research paper. This means she gave a short and general explanation of the study. The next word is absurd. Absurd means completely unreasonable or silly. The idea of flying cars sounded absurd 50 years ago. This means people thought flying cars were impossible or silly in the past. It's absurd to expect a child to do an adult's job. This means it is unreasonable to think a child can work like an adult. His excuse for being late was completely absurd. This means his reason for being late did not make sense. The next word is abuse. Abuse means to treat someone or something in a cruel, harmful, or unfair way. The company was accused of abusing its workers. This means the company treated its workers unfairly. He suffered from emotional abuse as a child. This means he was treated badly in an emotional way when he was young. Animal abuse is a serious problem in many places. This means harming animals is a big issue in some areas. The next word is academic. Academic means related to education, learning, or school subjects. She has an excellent academic record. This means she has very good grades and achievements in school. The university offers many academic programs. This means the university has different courses for studying. His academic interests include history and literature. This means he likes studying subjects like history and literature. The next phrase is accept responsibility. Accept responsibility means to admit that you are responsible for something. He accepted responsibility for the mistake. This means he admitted that he made the mistake. As a leader, she must accept responsibility for her team's actions. This means she needs to take responsibility for what her team does. The company accepted responsibility for the defective product. This means the company admitted it was responsible for the faulty product. The next phrase is accept blame. Accept blame means to admit that something is your fault. She refused to accept blame for the accident. This means she did not admit that the accident was her fault. The manager accepted blame for the project's failure. This means the manager admitted that he was responsible for the failure. No one wanted to accept blame for the missing documents. This means nobody admitted that it was their fault the documents were lost. The next word is accessible. Accessible means easy to reach, use, or understand. The museum is easily accessible by train. This means you can reach the museum easily by train. The website is accessible to people with disabilities. This means people with disabilities can use the website. The information should be accessible to everyone. This means everyone should be able to get and understand the information. The next word is accidental. Accidental means happening by chance, not planned. The fire was accidental, not started on purpose. This means the fire happened by mistake. She gave him an accidental push while walking. This means she pushed him by mistake, not on purpose. The discovery of the new drug was accidental. This means the scientists found the drug by chance. The next word is accidentally. Accidentally means by mistake or without planning. I accidentally deleted the file. This means I removed the file by mistake. She accidentally left her phone at home. This means she forgot her phone at home without meaning to. He accidentally spilled coffee on his shirt. This means he dropped coffee on his shirt by mistake. The next word is accuracy. Accuracy means how correct or exact something is. The accuracy of the report is very important. This means the report must be correct and without mistakes. He shot the arrow with great accuracy. This means he hit the target exactly where he wanted. The test measures the accuracy of your answers. This means the test checks if your answers are correct. The next word is accuse. Accuse means to say that someone has done something wrong or illegal. She accused him of stealing her phone. This means she said he took her phone without permission. The police accused the man of breaking the law. This means the police said the man did something illegal. He was falsely accused of cheating on the test. This means someone wrongly said he cheated on the exam. The next word is acid. Acid means a chemical substance that can burn or dissolve things or can describe a sour taste. Lemon juice contains acid. This means lemon juice has a sour chemical substance. The scientist carefully handled the acid in the lab. This means the scientist worked with a strong chemical that can burn things. The acid in vinegar gives it a sour taste. This means vinegar tastes sour because it has a type of acid. The next word is acquire. Acquire means to get something, especially through effort or learning. He acquired a new skill in programming. This means he learned a new skill in coding. She acquired a lot of knowledge from her travels. This means she gained knowledge by traveling. The company acquired another small business. This means the company bought or took control of another business. The next phrase is act as something. Act as something means to perform a particular role or function. She acted as the team leader during the meeting. This means she took the role of a leader in the meeting. The umbrella acted as a shield from the sun. This means the umbrella protected her from the sun. His kindness acted as a comfort to his friends. This means his kindness helped his friends feel better. The next word is actively. Actively means doing something with energy and effort. She is actively looking for a new job. This means she is searching for a job with effort. He participates actively in class discussions. This means he joins class discussions with a lot of involvement. The company is actively working on new technology. This means the company is making strong efforts to develop new technology. The next word is actual. Actual means real, true, or existing in reality. The actual price was lower than expected. This means the real price was not as high as people thought. The movie is based on actual events. This means the story in the movie happened in real life. What he said was different from the actual situation. This means his words did not match the truth. The next word is adapt. Adapt means to change in order to fit new conditions or situations. Animals adapt to their environment over time. This means animals change to survive in their surroundings. She adapted quickly to life in a new country. This means she got used to the new culture fast. The book was adapted into a movie. This means the story was changed to fit a film version. The next phrase is add to something. Add to something means to increase or improve something by including more. The new furniture added to the beauty of the room. This means the furniture made the room look even better. His comments only added to the confusion. This means what he said made people even more confused. The extra ingredients added to the flavor of the soup. This means the additional ingredients made the soup taste better. The next word is addict. Addict means a person who cannot stop doing or using something, especially a harmful substance or activity. He is a coffee addict. This means he drinks coffee very often and cannot stop. The program helps drug addicts recover. This means the program supports people who cannot stop using drugs. She is a social media addict. This means she spends too much time on social media. The next word is addicted. Addicted means unable to stop doing or using something. He is addicted to video games. This means he plays video games too much and cannot stop. She became addicted to smoking. This means she started smoking often and could not quit. Many people are addicted to fast food. This means they eat fast food too often and cannot stop. The next word is addiction. Addiction means a strong habit or need to do or use something, usually harmful. His addiction to alcohol affected his health. This means drinking alcohol too much harmed his health. Internet addiction is a growing problem. This means more people are unable to stop using the internet. The clinic helps people overcome their addictions. This means the clinic helps people stop unhealthy habits.